The purpose of this video is to demonstrate the dynamic shapes in OrCAD PCB editor. So in this example, I'm going to take a component and I'm going to move it inside of this dynamic copper shape. When I do, pins that are not connected electrically to this ground net get voided. However, this pin does get a thermal relief. If I rotate the component, the shape will dynamically adjust to the desired solution. If I want to change the thermal style, I can do that easily by selecting the shape, going to the parameters, and adjusting for the correct thermal style that I want. So let's say in this case I want an 8-way connection. And apply that. Now I have an 8-way connection. If I drag this VCC shape inside here, automatically splits based on my DRC rules, and these pins are now connected to that shape. However, if it was over these pins, it would void because it's not connected. So the shapes will automatically adjust based on properties. If I route some connections inside of here, I can add a set of vias and the shape will dynamically clear itself. If I drag, move the differential pair, the shape will automatically adjust. I can also selectively delete those traces and remove them, and the shape will heal itself. If I drag another shape and overlap these, in this case it's tied to ground also, I can also merge these together now. So I'm going to take and merge these together as one shape. Now let's say I want to do some via stitching for some shielding in this case. So I can use a command called via array. In my options, I'm going to use the ground net. I'm going to use my standard normal via. I'm going to put them 25 mils inside the boundary of the shape. It also enable same net DRC checking, so around the pins of the device it will check. If I select the shape, it gives me a preview of what the result will be, and at this point I can say, okay, place them. Now it does the via stitching for me. Let's go to another example, and we'll show you some shape editing. Here are some different examples I have set up. So in this case, let's go to our shape edit menu, and I can go in and grab an edge of a shape, and I can drag it to the desired length, or in this case the circumference. I can increase that. If I want to extend a selection, I can use this option here, and I can include it to drag these corners. So if I grab the corner of the shape, it's going to include those. I could also grab a corner this way and drag it diagonally that way if I wish as well. How about adding a notch? Adding notch is very simple now. I can simply click 2 points, and then I can add a notch. If it's not exactly what I want, I can grab it and slide it to whatever I desire. If I want to move a vertex, I can just grab the corner and drag it. I can also grab the edge, move it around any way I wish. If I have multiple segments, with the control key I can select those. And now hovering over the boundary, I say move segments, and that allows me to move that entire edge just where I want it. There's an auto join selection here. If I have this kind of situation and I want to now take those segments and join them, you can see sliding this, I can join it to that. Now that edge is joined and so forth. How about this situation? This is really nice. I can go in here and I can round these corners. So I'm going to hover over the boundary and I'm going to say I want to trim that. Now it rounds those corners for me. Or if I want to do it in a chamfer mode. If I want to do instances, say I want to do round, I can just hover over the corner. I could also set it by cursor, so in this case it's the cursor selection. So let's say we turn that off. I just want to do them individually. And I can do the same thing by chamfering. So again, I just hover over the corner, chamfer it. And if I want to select it by trim size by the cursor, I can just drag it to where I desire that corner to be. The voiding, I can grab and slide the edge of a void that's cut into the shape. I can move this to any desired opening that I want. Normally you would have to delete that and start over and draw a new void, so I don't have to do that. I could also use my trim here as well, or I can select the void itself, and I can also trim the corners of the void. This concludes our video for today.